Welcome. My name is Debbie and this is Pouring My Art Out for the Lord. And I want to talk about mason jar decorations today. So I had made this kit a while ago in my shop, a couple of years ago. It was all mason jars filled with different things. I made them into little like tags here. Put a little label on that one. This one is a couple of tags clipped together with some writing lines on the back. Here's a tag that I made with one of the mason jars, and then just a little decoration there. Here's another one. Oh, this one is a paper clip, so I turned it into a paper clip. A little decoration there. Here's one I just turned into a little booklet. And, you know, a few more. So that was then. What I had in my original kit is, I think 4 pages. That was, well, here's one of the pages. So it's got the different mason jars. This one has some lines through it, which is probably why I didn't do anything with it. Some mason jars and some labels there. And I did them in 4 different colorways. This is a blue, so it's got a blue tinted mason jar. You know how the depression glass mason jars had sometimes a tint? There's a blue tint, there was a green tint, there's a green tint. I just loved the tint on these ones. This was the clear one. And I think there was like a rose colored one too, probably this one. Maybe not. Maybe this one, I don't know. But they were really fun and they were really popular. And I thought that would be fun to make a few more of these guys. So I did what I've been doing in the summer and into the fall here. I'm going back to old kits and I'm revising them and updating them and expanding them and kind of leaving the price alone in most cases. So what I did is I actually made 20 more pages for this kit. So this is my original embellishments inside of the jars, but I made them in, this is a bigger size, so I made them that way. And when I list this kit, I'm going to list both of these as downloads, so you can download both of them, or just one if you want, but for one price you've paid for everything. So I'll call this one the original kit and I'll call this one version 2.0 is what I've been doing. So here's one set, and then I took the same jars and I made them smaller, and they're even smaller than these ones, the original ones. And then with the extra space, I made some really fun labels. So I made Simply Blessed in circles and other colorful labels, and all of these labels, the colors are directly taken from the jars, so they blend beautifully together. So that was one set. And I made a bunch of new background sheets as well. So there's a couple of the background sheets. And then I did some scenery. So these are from vintage postcards and vintage, different vintage ephemera, usually postcards. So just some really fun images there. I love them. There's a little mom with her daughter there in a fancy dress, a castle, and a rock by the seashore. There's a rocky crag beside the sea. There's kind of an aerial view of a castle and some mountains in the background. Really, really fun images. And so I did the same with that one. I made them smaller. And on this one, I just did 3 large labels that talked about creation. So the heavens declare the glory of God, and the sky above proclaims his handiwork, from Psalm 19:1. The mountains and hills before you shall break forth into singing, and all the trees of the field shall clap their hands. From Isaiah, and in his hand are the depths of the earth. The heights of the mountains are his also. The sea is his, for he made it, and his hands formed the dry ground, or the dry land, in Psalm 95. So there's that set. Then I have some bees. So the bees are in a jar with some florals again. Some old-fashioned beehives there. Really nice background flowers, all different kinds of bees trapped in a jar. And then I made them smaller and added some labels here. So pray, wait, trust on these ones with the bee, and pray, pray, pray on these ones with bees. So you can use them on the jars. You can decorate tags with this and this on it. Lots and lots of different options. Let me show you. There's two more of the backgrounds that I did for there. And two more. And then there's this set. And these ones are butterflies, and I just have some French ephemera in the background with some vibrant butterflies. These are all vintage depictions of butterflies. There's no AI in any of this. And then here's some the same ones smaller. And I did some verses here talking about renewal and transformation, which is what the butterfly reminds me of. And then Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. And I did them, again, all the colors I took directly from the images, so they all match perfectly, the vibrant yellows and stuff. So really love how those turned out. There's a couple more backgrounds. So I did this ledger page in a few different tones, so you can use those for anything in your projects. And then last night I had a dream, and I thought I need to do one more thing. So I took the same jars and I added some faith sayings, I guess, phrases on top of them. And again, I picked colors from out of the images. Some of them are black. And I kind of dimmed the images a little bit. And I made the words, I don't know if you can really see, but they're 3D. Like they've got a bevel on them. So they kind of stick out. So I thought those were really fun. And I did that to all of them. So here's the bee page. And there's a couple of repeats of the sayings, but like this one has 2 of each. So there's 4 different sayings on here repeated once. I think all of them are like that, actually. There's 4 different sayings on there repeated once. This one actually is all blessed, because I just thought that would be wonderful. I like to think about the blessings that I have, and I like to realize that I am blessed, even when I'm going through tough times and painful times and difficult times. I still am blessed, and I like to remind myself of that. So there's the butterflies, and there's the scenery. So I love the big, bold, pray, faith, worthy, saved by grace. Again, 4 different sayings repeated once there. So that is 20 new pages added to the original kit. I can't remember if I think it's maybe 4 pages, but I'm not sure. So it will be, if that's the case, it'll be 24 pages now. So I'll have that linked below. And it's not going to be like a sale. It's just going to be a really low price for the next, I don't know, maybe forever. So if you like Mason jar images and you like faith images, go grab this set. You can use them like I showed you at the beginning. You can use them as little tucks themselves, little tags, put lines at the back. You can add them to tags, to booklets, make them into paper clips. There's just so many different ways you can use them, plus all of the different extra ephemera is, you can use that in anything that you want as well. So there's just lots and lots and lots of stuff in this new kit. So I can't wait to play with it, and I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. So Thank you so much for watching. Go grab the kit if you're interested. It's linked below, and blessings. We'll see you soon.